He had nothing. No home, no family, no future. But when he found an envelope filled with $10,000 in cash, he made a choice that would change everything. This is the story of Daniel Carter, the homeless man who returned $10,000. And what happened next? In a world where everyone's trying to take, he gave back. Daniel Carter used to be somebody. He'd worked as a carpenter, had a family, a home, and a small business. But when the 2008 recession hit, the jobs dried up, his marriage fell apart. Within 2 years, Daniel was sleeping behind a grocery store. He'd grown used to being invisible, until one morning, he noticed something that didn't belong. It was an envelope, sealed, thick, no name, just the smell of perfume and the faint imprint of a shoe. For Daniel, that was more money than he'd seen in years. Enough to start over, enough to disappear. He sat by the bus stop all afternoon, hoping someone would come back for it. No one did. By nightfall, the city was quiet again, and Daniel had to decide, keep it or give it back. He could have justified it, said it was a gift from the universe. After all, who would miss $10,000? But that night, as he stared at his reflection in a store window, he remembered something his daughter once said. Little girl's voice saying, "Do the right thing, Daddy, even if it's hard." And just like that, he made up his mind. At sunrise, Daniel walked to the nearest police station. He handed the envelope to the desk officer and said, "Someone lost this. I didn't count it." They logged the report, took his name, and that was it. For days, nothing happened. No call, no thank you, just silence. Then, a week later, a local bank manager came looking for him. The envelope had belonged to Margaret Henson, a retired schoolteacher who had drawn her savings to help her sister with medical bills. Margaret insisted on meeting him, and what happened next would change both their lives. She found him sitting near the train station, feeding pigeons with crumbs from a muffin. When she approached him, he looked confused. He wasn't used to people walking toward him, only away. She thanked him, not just for the money, but for reminding her that honesty still existed. She offered him $1,000 as a reward. He refused. So she did something else. Margaret reached out to a friend who ran a carpentry workshop for veterans and displaced workers. 2 weeks later, Daniel had a job. He started small, fixing chairs, cleaning up, but soon his skill came back. And for the first time in years, Daniel wasn't invisible anymore. A local newspaper ran a story about him. Within days, donations poured in not just money, but job offers, clothes, even a place to live. He turned down most of it. He said he didn't want charity, just a chance. A year later, Daniel opened his own small carpentry business. He hired other homeless men because he knew what it felt like to be forgotten. Some stories start with loss. This one ends with choice. Because sometimes the smallest act of honesty can rebuild a life and remind the world what goodness looks like. He returned $10,000, and the world gave him something money could never buy, his dignity.